Hey, welcome back to Pursuing Me with Sharita, the space where transformation is personal, healing is intentional, and becoming your best self isn't just a goal, but it's the journey. Guys, and I'm your host. For those that are new tuning in, I'm your host, Sharita. And today, boy oh boy, today, I'm taking it there with you. We're asking the hard question today. It may hit home for some. This episode today is very personal for me because of the things that are keep occurring in our communities to our Black women. And guys, I want you to get into sit tight for this episode. Guys, we're asking a hard question. Do you really know the person you're laying next to every night? And I'm not talking about their everyday habits, their routines, their work schedule, who their friends are. I'm not speaking of those things. Um, I'm speaking of, do you know their fears? Do you know your partner's insecurities? Do you know your partner dreams? Those are the things I'm speaking of. Not their favorite foods and what type of coffee they like, or I'm not speaking of those minor things because again, those things, of course, you will know because you're around them on a daily basis. But we diving in deeper today, this episode. You know, we want to know, who are they when life hits them hard? Who are you? Who are you when the comfort of the routines blinds you from really seeing them? Let's talk about that. Guys, just because you see someone every day doesn't mean you know them. You can share a bed and still feel miles apart emotionally. Been there and done that. You can post pictures together and still have unspoken resentments. We see it every day in these social media platforms. You can celebrate anniversaries and still avoid deep conversations. Comfort can make you lazy, guys. We all get comfortable at some point or have gotten comfortable at some point of our relationships. And love requires intentional attention. So I want to ask you, when was the last time you really checked in with your partner? Not how is their day, but how's their heart feeling? How do they feel internally? Because people can hide how they're feeling. Everyone, you ask someone how they're feeling or have a good day, those things are common. Those are normal things to do. But guys, curiosity keeps connections alive. One of the most powerful tools in any relationship is curiosity. People change, evolve, outgrow things, heal, hurt. But if you stop being curious, you stop growing with them and ask them, what's something you've been afraid to tell me? When was the last time you asked your partner that? Or maybe ask them, what are you currently struggling with? What's a dream you've been quietly holding on to? And while you're at it, ask yourself those questions too. It's not just about the partner because it takes two. Because sometimes we don't just stop seeing them, we stop seeing ourselves because we get caught up in other things, financial situations, children, and we forget about the needs of our partners or the struggles of our partners. So, guys, are you showing up or you just showing off? Of course, like I said, we see those things all over social medias. We love the aesthetics of relationships, the pictures, the vacations, the weddings, the matching cute outfits. But intimacy isn't built on presentation. It's built in the messiness, the honest, sometimes uncomfortable moments where truth is spoken and trust is tested. You don't need a perfect partner. You need a present partner. And that includes yourself as well. We ask for things from our partners, but are we being that person as well? It starts with you. Here's the truth. If you want more intimacy, connection, and depth in your relationships, it starts with you. Not just asking, do I know them? But have I made it safe for them to be fully known? Because people do have flaws. And can your partner be flawed around you? Sometimes people don't feel comfortable with their partner because they're afraid of being judged or, looked down upon. Are you allowing your partner to be flawed around you? Can they bring a vulnerability without fear of being judged or dismissed, as I just said? You know, can you, as well? Can they be, vulnerable around you without being feared of being judged or dismissed? And you need to ask yourself, are you able to be that same way with your partner? It's easy to blame distance on the other person, but closeness is a two-way street. You got to be willing to meet them there. And guys, don't just lay next to them. See them. Tonight, when you lay there, down next to them, don't just stroll across your phone. Don't just go through the motions. Pause. Turn to them. Be present. Ask something meaningful. Start a conversation that opens the heart, not just passes time. And if you're not in a relationship right now, ask yourself the same question. Do I really know the person I'm laying next to every night? Because sometimes that person is you. And guys, I thank you for sharing this space with me. If this episode stirred something in you, share it. Send it to your partner for sure. Your best friends, your close friends. Talk about it together. Growth doesn't always happen in isolation. It happens in connections, of course. That's why we build tribes. That's why we have friendships, relationships, because growth happens in connections. So, guys, until next time, keep pursuing truth, healing, and your most authentic self. And again, I'm your host, Sharita, and this is Pursuing Me. And until next time, stay blessed. Peace.